I suck at these stupid intros. I can't get them right. I don't know why. I write it down, I think of it, I do on paper, and then when it comes to perform, I just suck. I don't know why I can't get this right. Welcome to Could You Not. This is a reflective celebratory video that I do once a year, that it's about my sobriety, and I'll be 5 years clean very soon today, so that's exciting. This creative journey started when I became homeless on the street, and I would do this crazy walk from the shelter to the library to the armory, and then from the armory back to the library, and then I would wait there for the whole day until my mentor, best friend Patrick Crossman, was done work, and then I would then walk all the way to his place across town, and I would learn how to film and edit for about 2 hours. Then from that place I would walk all the way back to the armory, and then from the armory I would eat dinner, and then from the armory I'd walk all the way back to the shelter, and I would do it all over again for a year, for a whole year. So this video, I will be doing that walk and making my own perspectives and taking reflections from those times. That wasn't that bad. That intro, not bad at all. We're getting better at this. Took 5 years. Cool. What's hard about those walks were not knowing if I was going to make it, not in a professional way. Well, that weighed on me too, if this journey was a mistake or not. I told myself, as long as I'm not using and pursuing filmmaking, then I'm heading in the right direction. But it was when I was alone, like on these walks, that those little tiny voices of just hateful, troubling things. I remember the first night I ever slept on the street was when there was this comedy competition going on, right? And I made to the semifinals or something, flex, and I had a choice. I had a choice between getting a bed or going to the semifinals. So I couldn't do both. I had to choose one. So I decided that I was going to go to the semifinals and give it my all. But then when I didn't make it through, I was devastated. I had all my stuff with me. I had my duffel bag, my laptop bag, and then my backpack. I had it all with me. And I knew I was going to be sleeping outside, so I started bundling up. I went in the bathroom. I started putting socks on, all my shirts that I had on, sweaters, jackets. Like I put it all on. When I was homeless, I was very embarrassed and ashamed, and I hated myself so much. I felt so stupid. I was like, what am I fucking doing out here? Why am I out here? Like, why am I pursuing this thing? Took a little nap right there. I haven't been in this library since I was homeless. What I would do was so after the armory and getting food, I would wind up here, and I would just like write, I guess. Right, hang out. Sometimes there'd be programs at the armory and I would hang out there, but for the most part I would just come here and hang out, read books. It was a nice escape. And I would just hang out here until Patrick was done work, and then when Patrick was done work at 3, I would go back to his place for 4, and then we would edit for like an hour and a half. Almost 2 hours. I would leave around like 5:30. I would get to the armory for 6:30. And then I would have dinner, then I'd go back to the shelter. That was like my life. I was achieving some form of my goal, because when I was in Grand Prairie and my addiction was really rampant, I would just be like, I need to get sober, I need to get sober, I need to get sober. But I just couldn't. And so when I was out here in this library, hanging out, waiting, learning, but sober, there was
some form of success for me. Yeah. It's weird to think about those little things really mattered. Like, I would just like write script after script, and they'd be these small little videos, like these small, tiny, like 1 to 5 minute videos that I would just like write out. And I'd be like, this is it, this is it, this is it, this is my golden ticket. And now I'm writing like movies. Like, the last one I made was 30 minutes. These 2 scripts I'm working on now are gonna be like an hour long. Success is funny, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to make things. I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I didn't know what that meant. I didn't even know if I was like gonna eat every day, and I didn't know if I was gonna sleep every day. All I could do was just be in this library and hope for the best.
After I was homeless, though, I was off the rails. The moment I got that freedom, the moment I didn't have eyes watching me, because I had to be in a place and time specifically every day. If you wanted a bed, you had to be there for 8 p.m. every day at the shelter. 8 p.m. You'd have to be there. If you want dinner, you'd have to be at the armory at 6, like 6 to 7. Every day you have to do it, unless you don't get anything. But when you're living on your own, that doesn't matter. Do whatever you want. We made it. We made it to the shelter. Good news, we made it to the shelter. Bad news, I don't need it anymore. So, yeah. Which is good, I guess. But it's a double-edged sword, because I'm happy I stuck it through and I made it here. But the bad news is I don't need it. So, I have to go back now. I'm happy we came down here. But I'm more happy that I don't have to stay here, obviously. This kept me alive for the longest time. It's weird to be back here. All right, let's go home, I guess. I wish I could say it got easier. I wish I could say I got better. But it got worse. It got profoundly worse. Sadly. Why do you do that? Do what? Why do you, when you talk about your addiction, your homelessness, when you talk about your trauma, why is it that you have this frame? You have this view, and the view is that you resent it. You look back at it, and every moment that you can think of, it's this horrific, horrendous thing. Why is that? Because it was hard. Do you think that was fun? Do you think that was easy? I hate that part of my life. I hate that I wasted that much time. I spent a decade in active addiction, continuing doing the same thing over and over like some kind of idiot. So sorry, it's a little bit of a horrific experience looking back at things like that. Sadly, you needed to be there. I didn't need it. I didn't need to get high. I didn't need to be homeless. I didn't need to waste, stupidly, the next 10 years of my life. You did. Because you're sober today. 5 years. Half a decade. Those times that you say you wasted away in addiction, those were never moments wasted. Those were painful times that you learned from. You grew stronger for. You built a reputation of getting back up. It was never about you continuing to make the same mistake, falling, the regrets, the failures. It was about every time that happened, you decided to get back up. Try again. That's what matters. Don't drag this baggage as if you don't have the strength to. Because you do. Because you're 5 years sober today. It's pretty cool. Before I make these, I always have this enraged feeling that it's pointless. But I think it's moments like these where I have a dialogue. That I sit with it. I realize that that's why I make these. Remind myself how happy I am now. Yeah. Turned out fine. Turned out more than fine.